XRP rally to $4.50, market veterans say consolidation is over. Hey crypto enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some seriously exciting XRP news that has market veterans buzzing about a potential rally to $4.50. And honestly, I'm getting more convinced by the day that this could actually happen. Let me tell you something right up front. I'm seeing more and more reputable XRP chart analysts who are saying this looks like a genuine breakout moment. Now, I don't have a crystal ball, but here's what I've learned. When multiple talented chart analysts, the ones who've been spot on about XRP in the past, start saying similar things, you better pay attention. Their predictions have a pretty solid track record of coming true. So buckle up, because we're about to break down exactly why this could be XRP's moment to shine. The perfect storm. 3 key indicators aligning. First up, let's talk about this fascinating post from Crypto Wizard that caught my attention. This guy has 106,000 followers on X, and he's highlighted something really interesting. 3 charts that tell a compelling story. Picture this: Bitcoin at the bottom, the Russell 2000 small cap stocks in the middle, and at the top, the ISM Manufacturing Index. Now, the ISM is essentially the health check for US manufacturing. Anything above 50 indicates expansion, while below 50 indicates contraction. Right now it's sitting just under 50, but here's the kicker. Historically, whenever this index flips back above 50, both small caps and Bitcoin tend to rocket higher absolutely. And guess what that means for us XRP holders? Once that liquidity starts flowing into crypto, it's like a domino effect. It eventually rotates into altcoins, and XRP is perfectly positioned to benefit big time. This is textbook market cycle behavior, folks. Don't be shocked when you see this thing take off. And speaking of the Russell 2000, guys, this is wild. It's literally a stone's throw away from its all-time high. We're talking maybe 1% away or something ridiculously small like that. We haven't seen all-time highs for small caps in ages, but here we are, right at the doorstep. Meanwhile, Bitcoin's been crushing it too. But here's the beautiful part. Altcoins have actually been outperforming Bitcoin recently, which means Bitcoin dominance is decreasing. And you know what that spells? Alt season, baby. This is exactly what we want to see. Chart analysts are getting bullish, and that's huge. Now, let me share something that's got me really excited. Chart analyst Dom over at TraderView2 posted something fascinating yesterday. He's been tracking the XRP to oil pair, and here's why that matters. It's been leading the XRP to USD pair lately, almost like a crystal ball. His exact words: "Bulls have pushed us to the local downtrend. Price has been fighting since July. This is an important area where a more significant breakout could occur." July, people! We've been battling this downtrend since July, and now we're finally breaking through. This is the kind of technical setup that gets chart analysts excited. But wait, it gets better. Altcoin Gordon, and this guy is legendary in the crypto space with 805,000 followers, just dropped this bomb yesterday. 2 solid weeks of buying from the XRP army. The next leg up will be violent. Violent! When Gordon uses words like that, you listen. At the time he posted this, XRP was sitting at $3.06. By the time I started recording this video, we'd already hit $3.18. Who knows where it'll be by the time you're watching this, but the momentum is undeniable. The technical setup that has everyone talking. Here's where things get really interesting. Chart analyst Galaxy shared an XRP chart that made me do a double take. His caption: XRP, this is how a bullish chart looks like. He's highlighting a green line at $3.33. That's our key breakout level. Once we smash through that resistance, we could see some serious momentum building. And this isn't just wishful thinking. This chart goes all the way back to 2017, giving us the full picture. You can see this symmetrical triangle pattern that's been forming. And guess what? We're breaking out of it right now. Multiple analysts I follow have been calling attention to this exact setup. It's like watching all the puzzle pieces fall into place. What this all means for you. Look, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but when you combine all these factors, the macro indicators aligning, the technical breakouts happening, and respected analysts getting increasingly bullish, it paints a pretty compelling picture. The consolidation period that XRP has been stuck in might finally be coming to an end. Market veterans are calling for that $4.50 target, and honestly, With everything we're seeing right now, it's not looking as far-fetched as it might have seemed a few weeks ago. Remember, this is exactly how market cycles work. We get these periods of consolidation followed by explosive moves higher. And if you've been holding XRP through the tough times, this could be your moment. What do you think? Are you seeing the same bullish signals, or am I getting carried away by the excitement? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay on top of all the latest crypto developments. The momentum is building. Casey Trades breaks it down. Now, let me show you something that's going to blow your mind. Chart analyst Miro just dropped this more zoomed-in analysis covering the last couple of months. And this guy doesn't mess around. 401,000 followers don't lie. His take? XRP going slow, but steady. Here, another entry. And that's exactly what I keep seeing across the board. If you've been following my recent videos covering all this market activity, you've probably noticed the same pattern I have. Analyst after analyst is pointing to the exact same signals. They're all saying this is a fantastic sign for what's coming. So let me ask you straight up. Is XRP about to break out for that face-melting rally we've been waiting almost a decade for? Based on everything I'm seeing, the answer is a resounding yes. That's what's most probable right now. Look, I'm not pretending to have a crystal ball here. I can't predict the future with 100% certainty. Nobody can, and anyone who claims they can is lying to you. But here's what I do know. Given enough time, this breakout was always going to happen. We just don't get to control the timing. And honestly, if it wasn't for the SEC drama, this would have happened years ago. We should have seen this in 2021 during the last cycle, but here we are, and the stars are finally aligning. Why now is different. The perfect setup. Check this out. XRP has been the #1 performing altcoin since the election, out of the top 100. Let that sink in for a second. #1. The fundamentals have never been stronger. We've got legal clarity now. The war on crypto is officially over in the United States. XRP has never been better positioned than it is right now. So, what do you think happens when liquidity really starts flowing into the market? This thing is going to go absolutely berserk. Casey Trades $4.50 target. Here's the technical breakdown. This brings us to the market veteran targeting that $4.50 XRP rally, saying the consolidation period is officially over. They're referencing chart analyst Casey Trades, and I've got to share her analysis with you because it's spot on. A few days ago, Casey posted, "Consolidation ends, momentum builds." At the time, XRP was sitting at $2.99. By the time I'm recording this, we've already rocketed to $3.18. This is exactly the kind of blast-off action analysts have been predicting. Here's what Casey wrote, and pay close attention because this is gold. XRP is heating up. It is broken out of its months-long consolidation, and confirmation of the breakout is occurring with the $3 test now in play. She goes on to explain that price has been battling this $3 level for days, tapping resistance, pulling back slightly, then pushing for that decisive move higher. And guys, momentum is absolutely returning to this market. The technical indicators are screaming bullish right now. The relative strength index is building this beautiful, steady, bullish slope, and it's holding support along the trend line. These are textbook signs that serious strength is building beneath the surface. The key levels you need to watch once XRP clears that $3 mark decisively. Casey's watching $3.08 and $3.27 as the next major targets. Both are equally important at this point, but here's where it gets really exciting. She's looking for those major Fibonacci levels to flip from resistance to support. Breaking through either of those price points sets up what she calls a clean backtest to the key Fib levels. We're talking about the 38.2% support at $3 and the 61.8% resistance at $3.25. These are the levels that separate the boys from the men in technical analysis. And beyond that, the Fibonacci extensions from the larger consolidation pattern are pointing straight toward that $4.50 zone as the breakout target. That's not just wishful thinking. That's solid technical analysis based on historical price patterns. Price discovery mode. Welcome to face melt territory, folks. When we hit that $4.50 level, we're talking about entering price discovery mode. And let me tell you, that's when things get absolutely wild. We're living in face melt territory at that point because XRP isn't going to stop there, not by a long shot. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect straight line up. Markets don't work that way. But if history is any guide, and if this plays out like the last 2 market cycles, this move is going to be short and sweet. We could be looking at just 2 or 3 weeks from when it really starts running to when it hits its peak. That's historically normal for XRP's explosive moves. Boom. Done. Just like that. The reality check you need to hear. But here's where I need to get real with you for a second. If you're one of those people thinking this is just going to keep going up forever, I've got to respectfully tell you, you're wrong. That's not how markets work, period. Markets find peaks. They absolutely do, every single time. It's going to be euphoric when we're riding high, and there are going to be people screaming, "It's never going back down! Look at the fundamentals!" But then reality kicks in. The switch flips. That's just how market cycles work, and XRP is no exception. So here's my advice. Be prepared to take action when the time comes. Have your exit strategy planned out. Don't get caught up in the euphoria when everyone's convinced the party will never end. The reality check you need to hear. But here's where I need to get real with you for a second. If you're one of those people thinking this is just going to keep going up forever, I've got to respectfully tell you, you're wrong. That's not how markets work. Period. Look, you're going to get absolutely wrecked if you buy into those ridiculous to the moon forever narratives. The market moves in cycles. Every single asset will find a top, including XRP. But guess what? That's not bad news. That's exactly what we've been waiting for all these years. I want that peak to happen. And here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to sell the exact top because nobody knows exactly where that'll be. But as I start getting tempted to sell because my portfolio is worth an absolutely ridiculous amount, I'm going to scale out of my position, just like I dollar cost averaged in over the years. Here's the key difference though. While I had years to slowly build my position, I might only have 2 or 3 weeks to scale out once this final leg really gets going, if it follows previous cycles. That's the same timeline you're looking at too. Now, maybe some analysts are right that this cycle could stretch out longer. I don't know, and honestly, I'm not going to bet on it. Maybe it happens, but I'm going to secure my gains while the opportunity is right in front of me. Casey's latest update, the momentum continues. Casey Trades added another crucial point in her analysis. The previous high of $3.66 will likely serve as the retest area once that move is made. XRP continues to hold market structure with a clean consolidation pattern and breakout attempt. $3 is now acting as the pivotal support level for continuation. And guess what? It's been blasting off from there, at least to this point. Her latest update from Friday really caught my attention. She simply wrote, "Who is ready for XRP to finally leave consolidation and run?" That sustained confidence I'm seeing from all the XRP chart analysts I follow is honestly incredible. The argument being made right now is that this looks like the moment we've been waiting for. Now, does that mean it has to happen today, tomorrow, or next week? Not necessarily. But here's what's exciting. You're living in a moment where literally any day this thing could start its epic run. That's the thrilling part about where we are right now. More technical confirmation. The breakout is real. Chart analyst Crypto just shared some fascinating 3-day timeframe analysis that's got me pumped. He says, XRP is breaking out as anticipated. The symmetrical triangle suggests a 50% chance for upward movement and 50% downward. But here's the kicker. In his latest update from this morning at 2:50 a.m., this guy doesn't sleep. He wrote, "Now we need to see a solid follow-up with a bullish candle over the next 2 days. It's crucial to achieve a bullish candle close and maintain the body above $3.07. And at the time I'm recording this, that's exactly what we're seeing. He adds, "This confirmation will be key to sustaining the momentum." Guys, I'm telling you, things are looking absolutely fantastic right now.
Don't let emotions wreck your strategy.
I honestly don't know how you couldn't be excited about this market cycle. It just doesn't make sense to me that people are still fearful out there. Well, maybe a little less fearful over the last day as the market's been rising, which is hilarious because that's all it takes. Some people are just whipsawing emotionally back and forth. When the market's up, oh my God, I'm so grateful. When it's down, oh my God, I'm so sad now. Can you imagine living like that? Someone watching this right now is probably living that exact emotional roller coaster. Please, don't live that life. Do not live that life. The simple strategy that actually works. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You don't need to overcomplicate this. Just maintain broad exposure for multiple years. That's how you win in this game. You don't need to become a chart analysis expert. You don't need to buy some expensive course from some guru. I don't even have anything to sell you. I have no course, no premium signals, nothing. And you know what? You don't need any of that stuff. You can literally just maintain broad exposure and then wait. You don't get to choose how long the wait will be, but here's the bottom line. Either you have exposure when the market runs, or you don't. It really is that simple. The opportunity of a lifetime might be just around the corner, but only if you're positioned for it and smart about how you handle it when it comes.
Final thoughts. Stay ready.
What's your game plan? Are you emotionally prepared for what could be the breakout we've all been waiting for? Do you have your scaling strategy planned out? Remember, this isn't financial advice. I'm just sharing what I'm seeing and how I'm thinking about this incredible moment we're in. If this analysis helped you see the bigger picture and get your head in the right space for what's coming, smash that like button and subscribe for more no-nonsense crypto insights. The next few weeks could change everything. Stay ready, stay smart, and keep those diamond hands strong. But keep your exit strategy even stronger. Until next time, let's see where this wild ride takes us.